me down again.
Thank you for joining the live stream. We're back at it again. Don't let the music play out. I'll get right to you guys. Thank you for joining.
You got me down again.
gentlemen. I'm glad to be back at you again with another live stream. My name is CoVa, the Technician. Glad to be back at you again with another live stream. Shout out to the people watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. We're gonna turn this down a little bit. What's the system? We're gonna turn that down a little bit.
And we're going to turn that off too. Shout out to the people watching. Glad to be back again with another live stream. This live stream is going to be a follow-up of the conversation we had about a day ago talking about why live streaming is changing the game. And tonight we're going to follow up again like I normally do. We're going to get to talking about the equipment for a live streamer, the gear that you're going to need to be a competent live streamer and to compete with the professionals, and just to compete in general. We're gonna go over the hardware and the software. Actually, tonight I might just cover the hardware, and we're gonna leave the software for another stream. I should be back now. Wow. Oh my goodness. My stream crashed. 1 second. Okay, where's that audio feedback coming from? Boom. Okay. Put that down. Sorry about that. My entire stream just crashed. My computer actually crashed. Yeah, my computer crashed. Sorry about that. My whole computer crashed just now. And it shut the stream off. So that's what happened. And apparently I have Google moderators now on my channel deleting things that I'm saying in the chat room for no reason. This is the first time I've actually seen Google moderators deleting comments on my channel. So that means my channel is getting put on some kind of moderation list now. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea why. But I'm noticing now I'm getting comments deleted on my channel. So if it ain't one thing, it's another. Let me get my music back. Oh man, boy, I tell you, and I'm trying, and my music isn't up right. If it's not one thing, it's entirely another. 1 second. Yeah, I went to turn my lights off, and all the music and my computer just shut down. Like, the fuck? So that's what we got to deal with. But the show goes on. Goes on nonetheless. And can't stop me. Let me see. We're going to switch that. We're going to switch this. Hey, D. Darrell, what's going on? Shout out to D. Darrell in the building, Life Solutions. Go ahead and hit up D. Darrell's channel. Yeah, guys, that threw me off so hard. Music. Yeah, we're trying to get it. We're trying to get ourselves together now because my channel got my computer crashed, and we was right in the middle of getting ready for the live stream. Let me get my windows up. But we're gonna get everything back to where it was. Don't worry about it. So, like I was saying earlier, we're gonna be talking about tonight. We're gonna be talking about the gear that you need when it comes to, being a live streamer. And after that, we're gonna be talking about the software that you need. So we're gonna just break it down. This is a follow-up from my stream while live streaming has changed the game. Okay. Now the last part I need to figure out is my music situation. I just want to switch that. There we go. Perfect. We got the music back. Ladies and gentlemen, we do this live, okay? So this is the way it is when it's live. All right, let me come back to my OBS. All right, we can minimize the Go XLR. Where's my OBS at? All right. Okay. Sleepy Wolf, what's going on, man? Your boy having some technical difficulties. But we good nonetheless, man. You know how we do. We fall down, but we get up. All right. So anyway, let me go ahead and switch the screen. Hopefully. Ah, yes. There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna turn the music down. Okay, that's at 40. There we go. We got that at 40. I'm gonna turn up on my mic so at least I can hear that. Anyway, okay. So now we back in business. We back in business now. So let's get into it. So first of all, what I usually like talking about is when you're first looking at trying to set up your streaming setup, you're going to need that audio interface. So the audio interface is like the main thing. So when you go to a site like B&H, you type in audio interface. And what you see come up is pretty much all the USB audio interfaces that you're going to need to pretty much run your live streaming setup. Now, the thing about USB audio interfaces is that they are a step above USB mics. So because I'm talking about what game-changing things about live streaming, we're just going to skip the USB mic part of the conversation entirely right now. So we're not even going to be talking about USB mics. I'm going to save time. I'm not even going to get into talking about USB mics. All right. So this part of the live stream is, getting past the USB mic conversation. So we're not going to get involved with that. So we're going to go straight into XLR mics. Okay. However, if you have a USB mic, you have, let me see. If we're talking about USB mics, you have a wide selection of USB mics to choose from. From my stance, use whichever one fits your budget, whichever one you like. That includes the HyperX mic with all the red lights and stuff like that, right? So the conversation don't need to get in that deep for me when it comes to mics, when it comes to USB mics. So you had the USB mics for a year, 2 years, you want to step it up. Now we're getting into XLR mics now. Hey, Perspective, shout out to Perspective Gaming. What's going on, bro? Shout out to you. Perspective Gaming is on YouTube. Sleepy Wolf is on Twitch. D-Durrell is also on YouTube. Hit them up. So first of all, the top of the list for anyone when it comes to audio interface is going to be the Focusrite right here. Pretty simple. It's the Solo. Pretty simple USB interface right here for $119. Always in stock, never out of stock. One mic input, two gain dials, and a monitor dial right here with phantom power on the back. pretty self-explanatory. Line inputs in right and left, plug and play, you're good to go. This is your USB audio interface with USB Type-C. So if you're looking to get into the XLR game, you want an audio interface to start out, you go into the XLR, you go into the Focusrite direction first out the gate, if that's what you want, right? And you can get the Solo or you can get the Scarlett 212. Now the 212 has 2 inputs. Same setup with the monitors on the back. Same on the back as well. Peace. Hey, Keep It Techie, what's going on, man? Yeah, shout out to Keep It Techie. Keep It Techie talk about Linux. Check them out. Now, before I got the Go XLR, I was looking at this, but since I got the Go XLR now, this is kind of irrelevant for me. But you got the Motu M2 desktop 2x2 USB audio interface, 2x2, 2 inputs in, digital monitor here. Look at that. You can monitor your levels on the audio interface. Okay. Come on the back, you have MIDI in and out, so that's for MIDI controllers. Now, that's what I have. I have the Scarlett. Yep, you do got the Scarlett. Yep. Now with the MIDI controllers, the MIDI devices, you can plug these devices into your audio interface, and they kind of give you more control over certain things going into your audio interface. So like you can hook a MIDI controller up and have that controller play a bunch of sound effects and things like that. Same USB Type-C, line in, line out. So this, if you have a Scarlett and you want to upgrade from an audio interface, this guy right here is a good option too. Okay. Now the thing is that people get caught upgrading. You don't always have to keep changing things out. You have to get things that fit your use case, right? So if you're coming from a USB mic and you get to a Solo Scarlett, you'll be good until you want to get rid of this and you want something more, a little bit better, right? Or if you come from a USB interface, you come straight here and you get this Motu, always in stock, never out of stock. Now, let's say you're like me, right? And you have a podcast live stream setup that you do the absolute most on your device. And you need sound effects, multiple mixers and things like that, multiple lines in and out, stuff like that, right? Then you come here. Now, this guy has a competitor. We're going to see if we can pull it up here. So this guy has a competitor, and his name is the Go XLR. Okay. Now, here's the problem with the Go XLR. It is a piece of very high quality audio equipment from TC Helicon. And the product is so good that they made it so good that for some reason it sold well, but it's so expensive to make because it's such a great value. This thing has about 80, 90, 120 dB gain. Preamps are off the chart. 4 lines, sound effects, soundboard, sampler, voice changer. Every single thing is on this Go XLR. Such a high quality device that's been made for live streamers and podcasters and broadcasters that the price margins was so bad that it's becoming out of stock. It's been coming out of stock for the past year. It's out of stock again now. It was in stock a few months ago, maybe 2 months ago in January. It's out of stock again. So if you want this guy, you're going to eBay. And if you really want it, I would tell you get it now because it's probably not coming back. So with that being said, your second option is a guy that's always in stock, and that's his cousin, the Rodecaster Pro. Now, the Rodecaster Pro is just like the Go XLR. You got, this is your mic. You got 1, 2, 3, that's 4 monitors. You have USB, phone, and whatever this is. Bluetooth. Okay, so this is your mic. This is your 3 aux inputs. So this has 4 inputs, the same as the Go XLR. Then you got the USB input. Then you got the phone. So this is how you would use this if you're trying to have people call into your show. And this also can monitor a Bluetooth device. just like the Go XLR, 2, 4, 6, 8 sound samples. This is the volume control for the sound samples, and there go your voice changer. All right. Now again, comparing this to the Go XLR. Go XLR is just really made for the live streamers, right? So everything has the lights, the colors, the app that runs it. You can see all of these things here to change the voice. I'm gonna show you here on my end.
Just a test to show you how it works. This is the Echo. Let's see.
And this is the, let me see, test.
Yeah, this is the auto tune. So if you want to try to be a singer, you can sing like this. Shout out to the Go XLR. And of course it has the mic inputs and outputs on the back as well. Okay. XLR in, line out, headphones, mic, power, optical for the consoles, and a USB. Okay. Same on the Rodecaster Pro. Take a look at the back. Now I can tell you right now, a lot of the professional live streamers, they use a combination of one or two of these devices. And the benefits of these devices is simply this. This allows you to have more control of what the people are hearing. So now I'm routing audio on another piece of software on my computer. And then I'm sending that audio through the music line on my mixer. So what that allows me to do is I can still turn the music up on my computer, but I can also do it here. Okay. So I can control the music, the final part of the music that you hear, I can control it here. And then I can just bring it down just like that. All right. And then I could do the same thing here with my test. I could do the same thing here with my mic. Now, the cool feature that these two pieces of equipment have is that they have a sample board. Now, again, the sample board allows you to load songs, music, clips, whatever, and have them play at the press of a button. So mods, when you see someone acting up in the chat room, get rid of them, please. All right, thank you. Mods, you have a green light when you see if you got a wrench, you see someone acting up in the chat room, do not hesitate. Okay, and then you can load up all types of effects. All right, you just drop a bomb on their head, and if you feeling yourself and you have unlimited power, you just hit it with that arc lightning, and just to open up the show, you get very dramatic with the sounds, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it works over here. And then bleep button, you can curse, you can stop yourself from cursing. And then of course we come back to the let's see, and we can come back to the auto, we can come back to the voice changer, which is much better than the podcaster, and we can change our voices just like this. Okay, you can do that at the press of a button. So again, you don't always have to go this route when you're getting equipment. You don't have to get all the expensive stuff. You just have to make sure you get what you need to make. To make the best content that you want to make. I'm just suggesting, if you want to go into these different routes, you have these routes available for you. So again, you can go more in depth with different audio interfaces. I mean, you got the M Audio here, a $49 one. This guy right here is pretty good. I've seen reviews on this guy too. Okay, so you don't always have to get the Scarlett Solo. All right, let me see. We got another one. You got this guy right here, a tried and true tested staple audio interface. So just to wrap that up, is that once you get off the USB mics, your options to get different audio interfaces is based upon like where you're trying to go in at. So there's options at the $50 level, 99, 120, 150, 200, 250, 240. There's different levels all the way up to $500 when you're looking at the Go XLR or the Podcaster Pro. Where's he at? Where's the Rode Podcaster Pro at? Right here. Okay. And if you want the Rode Podcaster Pro, in my opinion, that's the end game as far as audio interfaces is concerned. Anything under that it will be a downgrade once you have this in your studio as part of your setup. So for me, with purchasing the Go XLR, there is no other audio interface for me to buy. This does everything that I need it to do. If the Go XLR for whatever reason stopped working, I would have tried to get another Go XLR or begrudgingly buy a Rodecaster Pro because it does similar things to what I needed to do. All right. So now, as you know, now that we're done with that, we're going to go and we're going to talk about mics now. Microphones. Now, again, when it comes to microphones, my philosophy is simply this. When you're a live streamer, your video and your audio is on the same level of upgrades that needs to happen. When you're a podcaster, but you want to do video, your mic and audio is a little bit higher than what you're getting when it comes to video. So if you're a live streamer and you come on camera, yeah, you need to parallel your upgrades with your mic and your video equipment. Okay, well, we're not talking about video right now. We're going to get to the mics. So when it comes to mics, you're elevating your audio sound from a USB mic. So now you're getting an XLR mic. You're trying to figure out which mic to get. The two mics that we use is called cardioid and condenser mics. Condenser mics, I believe cardioid, and dynamic microphones. So I think cardioid is the pattern, condenser and dynamic microphones. Anyway, so we're going to look at the live sound. All right. No, recording. So we got live. Okay, large diaphragm condenser. We got ribbons. Ribbons are no. Hey, what's going on, Tyrone Church? What's going on? We're going to look at dynamic and condensers. Okay, so let's take a look at the dynamics. All right. Now, here's the great thing about when you get to the dynamic, when you get to the condensers, right? The condensers are going to always require that phantom power that's at the back of a USB audio interface, that 48 volts. Because of the circuitry that's in the mic is so powerful, so it needs more power. So what we're gonna do is we got this guy, the Audio-Technica AT2020. This guy right here is the GOAT of the entry-level microphones, coming in at $100. This guy is a beast. I use this mic. I upgraded this mic to the from the Aston Stealth to the Aston Stealth. This guy right here will make you sound like an all-star for real. And it's only $99. Okay. So we're going to jump all the way out of condenser mics. And you can spend more money if you want. You got the Rode NT1. You got the Audio-Technica AT4040 there. That's a good one. You got the Lewitt 269. That's a pretty good mic too. You got the Neat, the Worker Bee Neat. There's the King Bee. That's the one that's always out of stock. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Tascam. Okay. So then if you're looking for a dynamic microphone, you're going to come here. Now, here's the thing with dynamic microphones. They're very sensitive microphones. They need a lot of gain. And the biggest problem that comes with dynamic microphones is that you need to make sure your room is treated properly. No, correction. You need to make sure your room is treated properly with condenser microphones. The reason why is because a condenser mic is so powerful, it's going to pick up everything that's in your room. So you're going to have to make sure your room is properly treated. either with acoustic foam or with whatever jerry rig situation you set up for yourself. We're going to get into the acoustic foam after the microphone, and video. So the difference between a condenser mic and a dynamic is that the condenser, you're going to speak into the front, the dynamic, you speak into the top. The dynamic microphone actually isolates, it rejects ambient sound, so it can zero in on the voice or the sound that's coming in through the top of the capsule. So if you want to have that dynamic broadcasty sound, that's kind of the sound that you would hear out of my mic, but I treat my audio so you don't really hear it that much. You want to sound like you're on radio, you get that dynamic microphone. Now, the thing about the dynamic microphone is that you need to make sure that your audio interface has enough gain to power the microphone, or you're going to need something called a cloud lifter. So when it comes to microphones on the dynamic range, you got the Rode Pod mic. That's another banger at $99. Then you got the tried and tested industry standard almost when it comes to podcasting, the Shure SM7B, and I'm going to get to that in a second. So matter of fact, we got it right here. I don't have to wait another minute. Okay. So here's the problem with the Shure SM7B that I have, and which is why I didn't get the Shure SM7B. I got the Aston Stealth. The Shure SM7B is what you call a gain heavy mic. So this microphone needs at least, I think, 30 or 40 dB so that it can fully receive its power, unlimited power. So because of that, you need something called a cloud lifter. Now, the cloud lifter, on top of the microphone being $399, the cloud lifter itself is $150, $160 sometimes. So as you can see here, you're almost paying $600 for a microphone, because this doesn't work properly without this, unless you have an interface that can push all that gain. Now, the reason why I say that, because I have this mic. Let me see. Well, I have this mic right here, and I got this for $299. This mic right here has 4 vocal patterns inside of the mic. So this mic has V1, V2, G, and D for ribbon setting. Now the V1 is the setting that I'm using now, because I changed the audio up a little bit, and whenever I talk about this mic, I go to demonstrate the different vocal patterns. So this is what you hear now is the proximity effect, because I am talking directly into the mic, and I'm going to switch it now to V2. So now this is how I sound on the V2 setting. The V2 setting is for a more higher pitch female vocal pattern. I am now going to change it into G, which is the guitar sound for guitars. And now this is how it sounds in G for guitars. And now the last setting that I prefer a lot of times when I'm going live is the D for dark ribbon setting. Now this is the dark ribbon setting. This is the dark radio, old school radio type of sound. I actually like this when I treat my audio with VST filters, but for tonight's show, I went all the way back to the V1 setting. Okay. So this mic also has a button at the back that adds about 70, I think, dB to the microphone. So you don't have any gain issues with the Aston Stealth. And for the price, you can spend $379 and you can get this mic without needing an extra cloud lifter. But all the mics have different sounds, so it just depends on what you want your sound to be. Now, because we're talking about live streaming, I'm not going to spend the entire show talking about mics. Ribbon microphones is hit and miss with me when it comes to live streaming. I wouldn't normally tell someone to get a ribbon microphone for live streaming because of how the microphone operates. But if you want to get a ribbon microphone and you want to have a very unique natural sound, you go ahead and get you a ribbon microphone. Okay. Now we're going to come back, go back again. And to close up with the audio, your headphones is going to be actually really important too, believe it or not. And this is something that goes unnoticed. Now, this doesn't mean that you take a pair of Beats and put them on your ear. No, that's not what that means. You get a pair of dedicated studio monitor headphones. You don't have to spend $250, but you definitely gonna make sure you get something more that's than $20, right? So industry standard is the Audio-Technica M50X. Now, the thing about headphones is you have two types. You have closed back and open back. Closed back isolates the sound within the ear cups. So you're going to get a slightly different sound with closed back headphones. The second option, let's see if we can find a pair. Let's just put in the ones I have. Okay. They don't have them. I actually want to show you the headphones that I have, but they're not coming up on B&H. Okay, I get it. So we got the Sennheiser HD 600s. These are open back headphones. So now when you have an open pair, when you have a pair of open back headphones, the sound is going to be this. It's called the sound stage. The sound stage is going to be more open and airy. So the sound is going to bleed out of the headphones and it's going to surround you. So have a more open sort of sound stage in your ear. It's something you have to experience when actually having the two pair of headphones and comparing them. So my thing is, when it comes to a good pair of headphones for your studio setup, that depends on your price and your budget. You don't have to spend $150. You can spend whatever is at your price range. But you do have headphones that come in at a good price and are like standard headphones that everyone can use in different studio and professional type headphones. One in particular is I actually have these as well. Is the Sony MDR 7506. Now the benefit of these headphones is, again, they fold up nice, they feel comfortable, and they have great sound. And when something that goes unnoticed when it comes to having your live streaming setup is that you want to make sure you have headphones that are comfortable. If you're on camera, if they look good on camera, that's even better. But above all else, you have to make sure that you can hear the sound the way it's coming in, the way it's coming out to the stream, and the way it's coming in from the computer, or whatever terminology you want to use for that, right? So you have to make sure you have a good pair of headphones so you can hear the music properly and you can hear yourself properly. Okay, so if you're not hearing yourself, you're not hearing the music, then the stream is going to be a little janky. So again, we got the M20s, $49-$50, a great upgrade from whatever cans you got on your head. So that's something that goes that a lot of people forget to mention when it comes to talking about your studio setup for your live streaming setup, because your headphones is just as important as every other piece of gear you got in front of you. Now we're kind of done talking about the audio stuff, right? Let me come here. Let's get to the video. Let's see if we can get to the video. Quick message on boom arms. Okay, so here's the thing with boom arms, right? You can spend $20 and get a boom arm, or you can spend $100 and that be the last boom arm you ever buy. From my experience, spend the quality money on a boom arm one time and you won't ever have to replace it, instead of buying multiple $20, $30, $40 boom arms. So after my $30 boom arm that I had for 2 years started breaking down, I went and I got a quality boom arm. I didn't get this because I didn't like the way it looked with the lines and stuff. I got this guy, this sexy beast right here. $99, set it and forget it. This is the last boom arm that you'll ever get. So my professional opinion, if you're looking for a boom arm and you're looking to upgrade your boom arm for whatever you have, Rode PSA 1, $99, or Blue Compass, $99. Set it and forget it. That's the last boom arm you'll ever buy. Okay. Windscreens. Now, this is something that I need on this Ashton Stealth right here, right? So the windscreens is what's going to protect you from making all these popping sounds when you're speaking into the mic, and these S sounds when you're sleeping by the seashore, or by, you know. So this stops all of those popping sounds from coming into your mic. Mainly, most people should just get like a windscreen or a pop filter. It actually depends on how you want it to look on screen. Let's see. Okay, let me just see what we got going on. No, let's see, future base. Let's see. Okay. Anyway. So that's the pop filter. So now we're gonna get off of audio. We're gonna go to video. So first thing up, we're gonna go to webcams, right? Now, if you're trying to be a live streamer, you gotta have a webcam. First up, we got the C922 Pro. Let's see what we got. Let me see. Change this. Here we go. Okay. Where is the C920? There we go. So we got the C920, a standard 1080p webcam. This webcam right here is 1080p, USB, nice, great video quality, standard webcam mic. Now, if you want to get a more expensive mic, you have an option like the Logitech Brio, which is what I use. The Logitech Brio does 4K Ultra HD, and it does 4K at 30 frames per second, does 1080p at 60 frames per second, does 1080p freaking amazing, and it does 4K awesome as well. However, again, like I have my setup, if you want to move off of that, you get something called a CamLink 1. Now the CamLink is going to allow you, and there's cheaper versions of this too. That's the thing. You can get a $20 capture one too. This is just the most expensive one. You can get a CamLink alternative, HDMI in USB. And what this pretty much does is it converts the HDMI signal from a camera device and converts it into a USB webcam. So what you're going to be doing with this is you're going to be putting this into your computer. Then you're going to be taking a camera that you have. So you're going to be taking a camera that you have, like the T7i or the T7. Let's see. Yes, let's look at. Do they have a T8i? T8i. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That's expensive. SL3. Let's go. Okay, a camera like the SL3. Let's see what we got. Okay. So you're gonna take a camera like the SL3, right, with the swivel screen pop out, and you're gonna plug this in here through the HDMI port. So HDMI in here out to your computer. What that does then is it turns this camera into a webcam. And when you turn a camera into a webcam, it's going to smoke the video quality out of the water. And you're going to have better quality, you're going to have better quality video with that simple upgrade. And you can go any direction you want. You can go DSLR, or you can go mirrorless. You can go mirrorless, and you can get something like the A6000 or cheaper. Matter of fact, you can go cheaper, and you get the Canon M50, and you can get this cheaper on eBay. Same thing, mirrorless camera, same concept. Plug this in, boom, flip out swivel screen to see your cell phone camera, turn this into a webcam. you've just upgraded 10 times over from your standard webcam in your on your visuals. Okay. So now we got the video. We gotta get the lighting set up. We gotta get your lighting set up. Now you got different options when it comes to lighting. We're just gonna set up with the standard, and then you can usually just take it from there. Let's see. Video. Let's see what we got. Get some LED lights. Matter of fact, Elgato. We just look at Elgato. The key light. Okay, good enough. So you got the something like the Godox, right? So pretty much what this is. It's pretty much a light that will go on your desk or by your desk, wherever you would be able to put your light. And this will give you diffuse light to improve the focusing ability and the quality of your camera. Now with these lights, this is all varying prices from $79 to $40. It depends on your price range. I could find more of these on Amazon, but pretty much what you're going to be doing is you're just going to be looking at LED lights, and you're just going to look around to see what fits your lighting setup. Now, people who use ring lights, you're going to get that ring effect in your eyes, so you just got to make sure that's what you're looking for. Let's see what we got. I mean, pretty much when it comes to lighting, the thing about lighting is that it's just really going to depend on what you really, what's your price range, what's your space, what's your studio setup is like. It all depends on that. Once you figure that out, then you can figure out what type of lights that you need. I'm back here. Let's see what else we got. Oh my god, backgrounds. Here's the thing about backgrounds, right? If you have a setup and you're confined within your room like me, then what you can do is you can change what people see. So you can do something like this. You get a collapsible background. It could be a green screen, so you could do green screen effects. Or it can be something simple like a simple gray background. Or you can get a colored background like this, collapsible. Doesn't have to be that price though. You can always find something cheaper. Like right here, $55.95. Or you can get something that sits right on your chair. Don't even have to get up. Now the thing with green screen is you get the chroma key backgrounds. The thing with green screening is that then allows you to pretty much control what people see. So let's say if you get something like this, that's $80 right here. This sets up on a tripod. You put this behind you. Now you can be doing your live stream on a beach, in a city street, or in a galaxy, or whatever the hell you want to do. Right? You can just switch it up. So definitely look into changing your background or making the back of your setup look freaking amazing. Or you can get canvas backgrounds for like photo shoots. People use these for photo shoots, but you can definitely use this for your live streaming background as well too. Just make sure it has proper lighting so it looks great. Yeah, perfect. What else do we have? So you know what? I'm gonna save the computer stuff for another stream, along as well as with the software. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna come back to the chat room. Okay, make sure everything is going smooth. All right, and I'm actually going to wrap it up there. Ooh, under an hour. All right, perfect. We're gonna kill that music for a little bit. So this is gonna be a little series that I'm doing for my live streams. I'm going to break these up into parts and segments, so it's easier to do, and I can, you know, knock them out faster like that instead of just doing everything in 2-3 hour time frame. So this has been sort of like part 2 of why live streaming has changed the game. I'm actually going to change the title and the thumbnail to match what I actually want this show to be about, and I'm going to do another show probably tomorrow night or Monday, and we're going to be talking about maybe either software or going into like what you need your computer to be like to stream. And I know I've talked about this before. The only reason why I'm doing it like this because I am dedicating the actual stream to talking about this one particular topic. Instead of having the stream be about various things involving the topic, I want the stream to be about this one topic. So it's either going to be software or the computer hardware the next time I go live. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been amazing. Another live stream, a quick one. We knocked it out the park. Bang, bang. Get it out of there. Till next time, my name is CoVa the Technician. Loosen up in the shoulders, baby. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night, either tomorrow night or Monday. Peace, thank you, goodbye. Until next time, peace.